Y94 is home of the Playhouse in the morning. Zero, Amy K. in the Y94 Morning Playhouse as we enter a quick round of Am I the Jerk? Basically, we put it up on social media. We say, what's an instance where you thought, okay, I maybe was the jerk in this situation. We roundtable it quick here on the show. And, of course, you can text real quick to 35270 if you'd like to vote as well. Case 1 of 3, Am I the Jerk? My office is all about office potlucks, but I am an awful chef, so I never bring anything. But I totally eat other people's offerings, the food they bring in. Am I the jerk for eating, but not bringing anything to the potluck?
I don't think you're a jerk at all. Your work is offering that, and they're not making it mandatory for everybody to do it. You can't cook. I think it's fine. We just had one at our work. I completely forgot about it. I brought a bagel and cream cheese for my lunch. And I went into the office to heat up my bagel, and everyone was in there, and they said, well, why aren't you eating any of this? I said, I didn't bring anything. I'm just going to eat what I brought already for myself. And then they're like, oh, no, you got to eat it. I don't want to bring all this home. Come on, eat it.
Yeah, I don't think you are necessarily a jerk if, you just plumb forgotten. That happens now and then. If this is like a recurrent thing and you never bring anything in, but you're always eating, I don't think you can eternally participate that way, but if it was just like a one and done thing, if it's a rare occurrence, that's one thing.
If it's something that's constantly happening, maybe you just bring anything. Someone brought lunch meat, bread, and stuff to make sandwiches. Did you see that?
I didn't see that. You could also bring maybe just like some soda.
Someone brought chips.
There you go. And so that way they were able to feel like I participated, even though they didn't necessarily really participate that much.
You could also buy something, put it in a crock pot, and pretend that you made it. That's what I was going to do, and then I completely forgot.
Listen, so the most recent one in our building was like a chili cook-off thing. Mm-hmm. And right now, Costco's selling like giant vats of chili. And I was like, oh my goodness, I could totally fool everybody.
You didn't do it? You should have.
I did because there wasn't a prize. I was telling the boss that we should have like a trophy or something, but there was no prize.
Yeah, I agree. They randomly choose which ones get prizes, like the pumpkin decorating contest. I won that one, and of course, no prize for that one. But then the following month, we do a studio decorating contest, and we're giving away cash money for that one, $150.
And we didn't win, in case you're wondering.
Yeah, we did not win.
Our one piece of garland in the studio apparently wasn't good enough. And am I the jerk? Case 2 of 3. My girlfriend loves crafts and maybe some mittens around her Christmas, but here's the thing. They're not very warm. And if they get wet, they're soggy and gross, so I never wear them. And when asked about it, I said I wanted real gloves, and you made me some. These aren't real gloves. She's obviously very offended, but she doesn't understand these would be like me going outside with string wrapped around my hand. Am I the jerk?
You're a jerk for how you said it. I want real gloves. Those are real gloves, and she worked very hard on them. But I think you need to explain to her. I'm going outside, I'm shoveling, they're getting wet. They're not doing the job of keeping my hands warm. Well, I really like these, and maybe they'd be good for driving.
There you go.
They could be my driving gloves. I need something thicker that will keep my hands dry and warm when I'm outside.
I firmly 100% agree. Jerk in how you handled it, not a jerk for not wearing them, but jerk in how you explained it to her. And finally, I was grocery shopping this week, and a group of women were chatting in front of the macaroni and cheese. It's the one thing I needed for the kids at home. I waited for a minute, just going to stare at them, and then I said, were you guys going to actually grab some of that mac and cheese, or could you maybe move this meeting elsewhere? They just stared at me, but they did move, and I was able to get the mac and cheese. Am I the jerk?
100%, and it's exactly for the same thing as last time. It's how you say it. Why can't you just say, excuse me?
Yeah, I agree. They're jerks for standing there.
Yeah.
And you're a jerk for how you presented yourself. They just said, oh, excuse me, I just need to grab that. That'd be the more like Minnesota, North Dakota nice way to handle it promptly.
And I think we all do it. If there's something you want, but there's someone standing right there in front, you pretend that you're looking for something else, and you wait for them to move. And finally they move, you go over and you get what you want. But then we've all been in that situation where that person just stays, or they're texting right in front of what you need, and you just have to say, sorry, can I get in here?
Oh, you know what? Now I've blankly stared here for 5 minutes. I guess I did want spaghetti.
Yeah.
I did want mac and cheese this whole time. And then you leave.
Yeah, that's why you just have to say, excuse me if they're not moving.